Hello, everyone. Sorry to make you wait.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, Mariela, now it's okay. I will leave you are a presenter, okay? You are
Okay,
an
but
administrator.
yes, students are still missing. Okay, I'll check if they all join the room. Okay.
Okay. I will check also if you are a presenter. Mariela as a guest, as a presenter.
And this says recording has started, so I think everything's okay.
Great, good. So then you started the recording, okay. I don't know. There's going to be a present student list at the end. We will know who is there and who is not. Okay, you can start sharing the documents with the students, the presentation, and they may.
There's a problem, Haifa. I can't share. I'm not allowed to share.
I will check. Oh. I accepted you. You are here, but he says they say that you are a guest waiting still in the. I don't know why that it doesn't work. I accept you, but it appears again that you are in the waiting room. Did you close the other meeting? Okay, can you leave and come back again? I will stay. Leave and connect again.
Okay.
Okay.
I still can't share. I can tell the students what they have to do, but I can't share. And my students didn't manage to join. I don't know if they understood what they have to do.
They were with us in the meeting?
Yes, they were in the main room. Yes, and all of them. But it's the first time for them, and maybe they didn't know exactly what they had to do. Now I can share. Now I can share, Haifa.
Good, found it then. Okay, so I will leave you with the students. Now you can share. Start the work. This is the first experience. It might be a mess, but we learn from the different things we go through. Okay, students, right? Okay, see you later.
See you.
I will leave.
So hi, nice to meet you. So Dino, Tea, are you from Romania?
Yes.
Yes, so Romania. Then we have Tugay Aziz from Tunisia, I suppose.
Hi, Nat, I'm from Romania.
No, Romania, okay. Trira, Katia.
Khadija Sharfi from Tunisia.
Tunisia, okay. And suppose the other students.
Yeah.
From Tunisia, okay. There should be two of my students in this group, but I can't see them. They were in the main room. They probably didn't understand what they had to do. Anyway, if they don't manage to join, I will explain to them tomorrow what they have to do. I hope they manage tonight, but I'm not sure. So tell me if you manage to see the document that I'm sharing. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So here you find a detailed explanation of what we have to do. While working in international groups, you'll have to create a presentation. And in this presentation, you have to explain what you answered to questions 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17. And now, during this short meeting, because now we don't have much time, we will see what you answered for questions 13, 14, 15, and 16. And as for question 17, you will have to add your ideas in a three-sider, which is a tool that is used to share ideas and decide together. Okay. So first of all, so this is the presentation. I see that two of you have joined this presentation. Who is inside the presentation here? Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Another student has joined. Who managed to go inside the presentation? Because I can see there's someone inside the presentation. Is it one of you or not? Maybe not. Okay, let's go back to the program. Okay, I'm going to give you the link to the presentation. Okay, group 3, break room 2. So that you can have a look at what you have to do in when working in groups. I will add the link here in the chat. Okay. And you can copy and keep it so that you can use the presentation later. Okay, so let's see together. So here we have the participants in your group. Some of them, as I said, are not here tonight, and I need to add the participants from Romania as well. I'll ask the teacher to add them. Then this is the first section of your presentation. Here you should explain what sustainable development is and what the sustainable development goals are. Then in section 2, you'll have to complete this glossary, and you can add any other terms that you think needs clarification. In section 3, you will have to answer the questions 13, 14, 15, and 16. So, and you can add the slides, obviously, to answer the questions. And in section 4, you'll have to add your tips to plan a sustainable holiday trip. And this is the answer to question 17 in the Webquest. And this is one of the most relevant part in your presentation, because here you'll have to plan the trip and add your ideas. Going back to the participants, here we have to decide the roles that you'll have to have in your group. So let me check. The students from Romania are Dinu, Thea. So here. Then so Dinu, but I can't read the name. Dinu, Robert, is it that?
Yeah, it's Robert.
Robert, okay. And then there was another student, and Tugai is the other student from Romania, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then your teacher will complete with the surname and any other detail that is necessary. You'll have to share roles in the group and decide who will be in charge of section 1, section 2, section 3 and 4. But before doing that, let's Andrea?
No, I'm in the right group, sorry.
You are in my group. Okay. If you see one of my
What's
students
group?
in another group, please send send them to my group. Okay, so I'm waiting for Ensen and Funda, because they didn't join the group. They were in the main room, but they didn't join the group.
Okay, I will leave.
Okay. So you can start discussing and see what you answered for question number 13. Who wants to start? Did you answer the questions? So if we go back to the presentation, the first section is about sustainable development and what the meaning of sustainable development and what the sustainable goals are. What did you answer? Robert, did you discuss this with your mates at school?
Can you repeat, please?
Okay, in the presentation, you will have to add your answers to the questions you had for the Webquest.
I'm sorry if you asked me anything, but I had a problem with my headphones and I had to change them.
Okay. So the first section of the Webquest is about sustainable development, and you have to explain what sustainable development is and what the sustainable goals are. Did you answer these questions at school with your mates? I don't know, the students from Tunisia, for example, did you complete the Webquest at school?
Yeah, just which question?
The one, what is a sustainable development and what are the sustainable development goals? Can you find the answers? Thea? Okay.
Yeah, I can answer. I'm Khadija Sharfi from Tunisia.
Yes, okay.
Sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. And sustainable development goals are 17.
Yes, and that's the answer. In your presentation, after you have first of all to decide the roles, that is, what are the first two students, for example, doing in the presentation. For example, you can decide to answer the first two questions in section 1, and you have to add not only write the answers to the questions, but also add some pictures and make the presentation nice, appealing. Okay? So okay, let's add a slide here. One more slide. So, no.
I didn't understand, but now I understand. Sorry.
Okay, so in the group, you have to decide what each one of you is going to do in the presentation so that you can share the work to be done. And not only one of you has to work on the presentation, but you have to work all together to prepare the presentation. Is that clear now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and so we may decide now what each of you is going to do. Okay, you have the link to the presentation. If you click on the link, you can have a look at the presentation and you can suggest doing something. And if the other members of the group agree, you can write, I don't know, section 1, section 2 next to your name in the slide, so that it will be clear what each of you will have to do. Is it clear? Have you understood?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Do you think you can decide now, or do you want to discuss it later on and maybe tomorrow? And and see exactly what you want to do, decide what you want to do.
Me and my classmates from Nikita Stanescu decided on section 4.
Section
we will do
4.
the 4, yes.
Okay, so, okay, section 4. Okay. So section 4 is about, I don't remember exactly, 4. Okay, so the most difficult one, well done. Okay, so section 3 is about the answers to question 13, from 13 to 16. Section 2 is the glossary, and 1 is the answer to sustainable development and the sustainable development goals. Who wants to be in charge of section 1? No one? Section 2, the glossary. Would like to do the glossary? The students from Tunisia, what would you like to do? Are you discussing?
Sorry, teacher, can you explain again? I didn't.
Okay, so as you can see, the presentation has some sections. Section 1 is about answering the question about sustainable development and the sustainable development goals. And you should write what here in section 1, the meaning of sustainable development, and add a picture or add the link to a video. And then in another slide, you should write the answer to the question, what the sustainable development goals are. Okay, and so this is what has to be done for section 1. And if you like this section, you can be in charge of it. So you can prepare this part of the presentation. In section 2, the students in charge of section 2 have to make a glossary. So explain the meaning of these words and of any other words that they think are difficult and need a clarification. So section 2 is a glossary. Section 3 is about answering the questions from 13 to 16 in the Webquest. And section 4 is about question 17 in the Webquest. Section 4 will be done by the students from Romania. They have asked to be in charge of this section. Okay. So the students from Tunisia, what section would you like to do in the presentation?
The first, you can do it.
Okay, first. So section one. Are there any students from the other school from Tunisia, Lycée Bachir? Are there any students from this school?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Which section would you like?
Section 2.
Section 2. Okay, and we'll leave section 3 for the students from Italy. Okay, this one. Then another task that we have for this meeting is to share ideas in a three-sider. Have you already used this tool, the three-sider? Have you ever used the three-sider to decide?
Sorry,
okay,
Miss, I didn't understand.
So in we have another. So we have decided what you are going to do in the presentation. And now another task that we have during this meeting is to start sharing ideas to answer question number 17. Okay. Question number 17 was about trying to find some tips for a sustainable holiday trip. And these tips should be something that you have to do before the trip and something that you have to do during the trip. Okay, something before the trip, the sustainable holiday trip, and something during the sustainable holiday trip. And you can add your suggestions here in this three-side, this one. Just a moment. Funda, che problema hai?
Prof, Romina e Anna non sanno in che link andare e le hanno detto di venire in questo, però lei non glielo accetta. E ha lo stesso problema pure Ensen.
Ensen deve venire qua da me e Romina e Anana devono andare nel gruppo successivo.
Nel gruppo 4?
Ma il fatto è che non posso farvi entrare, cioè non riesco io a accettarvi perché non...
Ensen sta aspettando da 20 minuti tipo e non gliel'ha accettato ancora nessuno.
But...
E anche prima pure io. Per questo non riuscivamo a entrare. Infatti tutti hanno avuto dei problemi. Gli ho scritto pure su WhatsApp, ma non mi ha risposto.
No, the problem is that I cannot accept you in the group. It's something that has to be done by the Tunisian teacher, because I can't accept here in the group. È qualcosa che deve fare la mia collega.
I can accept them for a reason or another. I am accepting someone from Mina now.
Okay, so if you can accept, please do that, because I have no notifications about accepting people here in the group. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, and but Romina, you are not in the right group. You should go to group number 4, and I'm going to give you the link. Okay, this one. Romina, this is for you. You should go to this group. Okay, this is for you, Romina. Okay, here you can see the other link, this one, three-sider, is the link to a tool that allows you to share ideas about what should be done to plan a sustainable holiday trip. And your ideas should be about what has to be done before the trip and during the trip to make the trip sustainable. So if you click on the link, you can go to the three-sider here and start brainstorming. That is, start sharing ideas about your sustainable holiday trip. Okay. I'm going to show you. Okay, can you see the three-sider?
Me and my two other classmates wrote a notepad. We're going to add everything to add idea. It's a notepad with all of our ideas.
I can't see your ideas here. No ideas yet.
Well, I still didn't add them there because I don't know if I should add all of them or one at a time.
It's better one at a time.
Okay.
Because if some of the other mates want to add a comment on your idea, it's better one idea at a time. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Teacher, I can't hear you.
The microphone is off.
Sorry. I was saying that you can add your ideas now or later, even tomorrow, because now I think it's time to go back to the main room. And you can keep in touch with the other students in your group, writing comments in the presentation so that you can communicate. If you want, you can communicate by email. If you write your email address next to your name in the presentation, you can get in touch with the other students. Yes? Okay, if you want to speak, you can now.
I added all the ideas we had.
You have written.
Teacher, I wrote our ideas, but it didn't. I don't know.
Yes, I can't see them actually. I'm okay now. Now, yes.
Yeah,
As
I
you
think
can
there is a problem.
I can see the ideas of the students from Romania here. You can see them, but if you face problems, ask to your teacher tomorrow. Okay, so that problems will be solved. The same will be done by my students. I will help them tomorrow to add their ideas. Okay, it's now time to go back to the main room. I'm going to type the link to the main room so that you can go back. And in the main room, if you are asked what we did in the group, you can explain that we had a look at the presentation, that you and then you decided which section you will be in charge of, and that you also started sharing ideas in the three-sider. So you did a lot. You worked a lot. So I'm going to give you the link to go back to the main room. Okay. Okay, so we have to leave this room now and go back to the main room. So click on the link and go back to the main room. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.